just about to cross over to the Northern Territory. To the Northern Territory?
Border.
I don't know what I was trying to say then.
To the Northern Territory border.
We're just about to cross the Northern Territory border. So we are at the quarantine point here. Although it doesn't really look like there's too much going on the Northern Territory side. They're just checking on the Western Australian side by the look of it. So this must be the Western Australian checkpoint area.
Yeah. Just keep going then.
Yeah, let's keep going. It says, thank you for visiting Western Australia. Welcome to the Northern Territory. Woohoo! Alright, well, we're into the Northern Territory. No checks yet, but I imagine they must be checking your COVID passes somewhere along the way, so it must be still to hit that. So we all clicked forward an hour and a half, and doesn't feel any different.
No. We're in the 130 zone now too. We can do 130 k's an hour. Whoa, but we'll have you able to do that with on this one.
No.
So it doesn't really affect us much, just means more people are going to be annoyed with us.
Yeah.
Have to overtake us.
I'm sure there's pretty much just caravans on the road along here at the moment.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going forward.
Yeah.
Off to Timber Creek today. That'd be good. Check it out.
Be good. We're staying at the Roadhouse Caravan Park Hotel thing, and there's meant to be crocodile feeding this afternoon. So you can go down to the river and feed the freshies. I guess the owners take food down and sort that out.
Feed them children.
Yeah, we can feed them children. So that'd be something fun to do, but yeah, we just thought we'll go through.
Get some of our fish and that's chuck and I'm gonna.
We're not wasting our.
No, you're not going to give them our fish.
Give him my go.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, into the Northern Territory. Let's do it. So we've made it into Timber Creek, and we're doing a little bit of secret squirrel business today. So we have organised to meet our parents in the Northern Territory, my parents in the Northern Territory, and do a little bit of travelling with them. And it's Asta's birthday next month, so they'll be here for this. So the kids think that we're going to see them in about another week's time, that we're meeting them in Daly Waters. But they're actually here and they've been waiting for us for the last few days. So I'm just going to go check in, get a campsite, and then hopefully we'll be able to give the kids a big surprise. Nice spot.
Well, that looks like an Poster.
Does it?
In the same car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's the same car. I think that is Nana Poppy.
No, not another day, another couple of days.
Come on, out you get then.
Where's your hat?
Put this over and I'm putting it on charge. I'm a smart boy.
It's a nice spot. It's nice and shady here, isn't it? Oh, you are very, very tired, little boy.
Is this a caravan park?
Yeah, it's a roadhouse, they call it. So it's like a, I don't know, like a petrol station with somewhere you can camp behind.
That a petrol.
Come on, boys, out you get. Out, 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 out.
That feels that old air spring.
Come on. Out you get, Ari, quick.
An old American style.
1.
America.
Tired.
Come on.
To move.
You are a very slow little boy, aren't you? Ready, steady, jump.
Move.
That's the way.
You did. You sneaky prick. You think it was ours?
I'm like, that looks like Nana Poppy's car.
In the camper.
Oh, you're too clever. Hey, you're too clever.
Look at you, you little layabout. And you.
Hey, Abby.
Hello, sweetie.
Alright, so we've made it here to Timber Creek Caravan Park, or whatever it's called, Roadhouse. Very nice. They jam you in a bit, but it's pretty well organised.
We've settled in. Did the surprise for Nana and Poppy.
Yeah, they squishy ground here.
They do like their sprinklers.
So now we're going down to just check out the croc feeding.
Yeah, croc feeding here at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
So
only on a Tuesday, Thursday and
Saturday.
Saturday.
So you can see down here, there's a bit of a creek.
Come on. Come on. All right.
Sounds good.
Come on.
Grab it. Grab it.
There you go. All right. I'll feed it one last one and I'll be done.
Oh, didn't get that one.
One just went on the board.
Do you want to go and feed it? Do you want to feed
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Yeah.
Just like Ari.
Oh, I'll let the kids.
He can't throw for squat, so you'll be right.
Go on, mate, you can do it. Go on.
Straight in there.
Give her a rip.
Go
on.
Why did I end up with this? Don't let Ducky take it.
I'm gonna cut down. I'm not gonna count down.
They're not getting us to do it, I think.
Go on, Jack.
Get it, Asta!
I'll get it. I'll get it. Exactly. Don't touch your face with that. Get ready. You go.
Oh yeah, they're all over there.
Here comes one, Esther.
Go through it higher, right? High you can.
Ari won't be able to throw it, darling. You do it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Mum, what a turd.
Oh, there he's got some.
Just throw it higher. Now.
Yeah.
Well done. You want to go? You want to give it a go? Do it over there.
He's going to throw it straight into someone's face. Go, Ari!
Oh,
You nearly got it, Ari.
Can't see it. That's the last I got. Sorry. Well done. Well done, guys.
Just go wash your hands in the river. No, don't.
There's crocodile.
Yeah, I was joking.
So here's the setup here. We've got cruiser and the caravan all parked up. We've got this awesome old school Airstream van here. Absolutely wicked. Have to go check it out sometime. And we've got Nana and Pop over here. They did the old surprise for the kids to rock up. We're going to be with them for a couple of weeks, travelling around NT. But anyway, yeah, check that out. Old Airstream. How cool is that? What a wicked van. With a Tundra pulling it. Anyway, very nice. Anyway, so there we are. We'll do a for a bit of a swim now after that croc feeding. We've got a little pool here and a kids playground, so the kids love it. Yeah, nice little spot here.
So we can travel 130 kilometres an hour now. So how fast are you going, honey?
We haven't got a caravan on the moment, so I'm going 130. Otherwise it's boring old 90 k's an hour with a caravan.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference when we have the caravan, does it?
No, not really. But anyway, it's a bit of novelty. The roads aren't the best, so they're pretty bouncy.
They're a bit. Wee-hee, so fast! We are heading down to the Katherine Hot Springs. It's right where we're staying. So we're, well, sort of, isn't it?
Yeah.
350 metre walk.
350 metre walk down the track, and we're only, what are we, Riverside,
Riverview
Caravan Park. It doesn't really look at the river, but it's right on it.
Well,
Anyway.
it might look at the river in
Wet season.
wet season when the river's a bit higher, but yeah, you can't see the river from the caravan park, but that's fine. But yeah, you just wander down here and there's a hot spring, and apparently it comes out from like just a spring in the ground, so it's not fed from like a higher up spring or anything. It quite literally just bubbles on out. So we're going to go check that out. Easy to get to. You just walk down, like we've just walked down this path behind us here from the back of the caravan park, or otherwise there is another path across the top, and there's a parking spot up like just above where the hot springs, the bottom pools of the hot springs are, and you can just walk downstairs to get down there as well. So
Plenty of access.
easy to get to.
Anyway, check it out.
Yep.
See what it's like. Have a bit of a float.
Sounds
Bit of a
pretty good.
relax. Maybe. Not really with 3 kids, but anyway.
Nothing relaxing about that, but hey.
All good.
Cool. Let's do it.
So here we are at the top to look down, and that's where the springs come from. So that's all just starts from under there. And up she comes, and there she goes. So much water comes out of there.
I have to get an adult to go back. Come on, nothing there.
You going in?
Someone else go there.
What do you reckon, Mummy? Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Well, it's actually hot.
It's warm. It's warmer at the top here. I think that's where the spring feeds in.
Up there.
Okay.
And so it's warmer here and it gets cooler as you go
It's
down.
really rocky here. That is rocky.
So floating through the Katherine Hot Springs, which is beautiful.
Just that sun.
Big log there. Big log.
Couldn't you go into the toilet, Esther?
Oh, there's lots of little boardwalks all through here. You can walk through and just have a look if you want to. But yeah, we're just getting in. Just get in, it's nice.
There's a fair bit of current too, so you just pretty much float all the way down.
Someone else go first. It's really dark over here, so. Yeah, that's funny.
I'll just float by.
Don't kick me.
I'm not even using my legs. Oh, we've got to go under the bridge.
Gonna have to go under.
Yep. So we're at the Nitmillock National Park today in Katherine, in the Katherine Gorge, and we're going to take the boat tour up the gorge, aren't we?
The 4-hour.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour three gorge tour. So I think you actually have to travel down the first gorge, hop off a boat, walk for a little bit, hop onto the next boat, travel down the next gorge, and mainly I think that's because of the way that the water levels are now. So earlier in the season they would have been higher up and you can get through further, I think, and in wet season obviously they're much higher, so you can just cruise down on one boat. But we're doing it late in the season. It's, what is it, end of September, so you've got to sort of hop off and go to the next ones, I believe. So yeah, it should be cool.
Yeah, we'll check it out and see what it's all about.
Yep. Awesome. Walk. You do hop off the boat at different sections between the gorges, and then you just have to do sort of a walk across a few rocks and a few stairs and things like that to be able to get onto the next boat to get into the next gorge. But it's not a hard walk. There is actually a lot of man-made stuff that you can walk along, which makes it a little bit easier. So yeah, really it can be anyone that can go on this tour. It's really not difficult at all. What are you doing, Ari? You're driving the train. So a little bit's just like natural rock like this, but they do still put stairs and bits and pieces into it. There's no sort of rock hopping or anything that you have to do. And this is just the little swimming hole between the first and the second gorge, so we're coming down here for a swim. It's very cool. Definitely worth your while, this trip. I don't think it's overly expensive. I think it was $145 for an adult or something for 4 hours. Kids under 5 were free, so that's good. And yeah, it's just been really nice. Great way to see the gorge, and I imagine it'll be really different in the wet season as well. The guy was saying that they actually use a jet boat in the wet season because the currents are so strong coming down the gorge. So that'd be a different experience too, actually. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Gracious as always.
That's so fun.
Sorry. Yeah, I can't touch. You just have to do the belly flopper in. That was a belly flopper.
That was a belly flopper. out to Edith Falls today. We decided to stay like in Katherine, so we're spending 4 nights in Katherine, and we've come out to the other side now of the Nitmiluk National Park, and we're just going to do like a day trip here. So there's a walk we're going to do, the 2.6 kilometre walk, which is like a loop walk up to the top swimming hole and then back down to the bottom one basically. But there is a campground out here. You can camp out here. I think it was about $35 a night or something for a family. But yeah, we're just going to come and do a day trip out, have some lunch.
Stretch your legs.
Yep, go for a nice big walk.
We haven't done a big gorge walk in a while, so
yeah, so that should be cool.
get back into it.
Yeah, so it's easy enough to do. It only took us about 40 minutes to drive out to here. So we thought that's probably easier than just bringing the caravan out and spending a night out here. But you can if you want to. And yeah, see how this one's like. Looks like fun. Looks like a nice pool. You can just come here and just swim like in the bottom pool where the waterfall is. You don't have to do any tricks or anything. You can just stay just there and just swim. And
yeah, it's only like 200-metre walk or something.
Yeah.
200 or 300-metre walk to the bottom pool. So
yeah, so if you just want to do that and you don't want to go for a longer walk, that's fine too. All right, let's check it out. All right, so here we are at the start of the walking track for the Leyland walk. So it's got obviously your usual information board at the front here. So you can see that it's a class 3, so it's just moderate steep climb for the first 500 metres, and it says to allow an hour and a half to 2 hours, 2.6k loop. So it looks pretty cool. We're starting down here in the car park. You walk up, there's a lookout, there's a pool you can swim at the top, another lookout on your way back, and then you come back down to the main pool and swimming area. So we'll get it going and see how we go. We made it to the upper pool. Wasn't too bad a walk, a bit steep at the start. Probably, I don't know, reasonable fitness required. Not that I'm
class 3, but it's,
yeah,
it's all marked out with steps and everything like that, so it's not like it's...
Yeah, it's just if you've got any injuries or anything, it's probably not a goer. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. Nice flowing waterfall still. This is the end of September, so this must pretty much flow for all of the dry season. Nice steps down. We've got all this area to swim in down along here. Very cool. It's a nice little spot. We've found so far with the Northern Territory walks that everything's a lot better marked out, and there's heaps more sort of steps and rails and everything put into the tracks. It's probably a little bit easier than what we're used to, which is nice. You can see there's little bridges over the rockways where usually we'd probably just have to scramble across rocks. Very strategically placed. Whoops! Natural rocks.
You can see as well that they're actually just like you unbolt them for when the wet season comes, so these get taken out and they leave all the posts behind. A lot of cows, look.
Yeah, this would probably all just be a great big flowing river in the wet season.
So you can see one of them there, and then a big one compared to that little one.
Let's hop in!
Let's hop in! Yeah. Yeah, I'm starving.
like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.
Look, my sunny's on my head.
You're a goose.
Now they're at the bottom of that waterfall over there. Oh well.
That's why you shouldn't jump off waterfalls.
Lessons learned.
Lucky I didn't lose my goggles.
I
Yeah.
don't usually wear them into the water, and that's probably why, because I decide to do things at the last minute.
After what's this?
Oh, looks like servo sunnies for the win.
Do you want to try it?
Sometimes you need to go.
No, this is the middle pool. Oh wow, that's massive.
Waterfall. At the bottom.
Is that what we thought was this?
It's the middle pool.
How do we get down there?
Wow. So that's middle pool. So this second half of the trek is probably a little bit more exposed. There's a lot more sun and a lot less shady spots. So would definitely recommend not losing your sunglasses in the waterfall. But yeah, definitely heaps of water, and if it's going to be a really hot day, don't leave it too late to get going. It's only about, I think it's only going to be a top of 33 today, and when we left for the walk it was only like 22 degrees, so it's actually not too bad today. But definitely if it was any hotter than this, you'd want to get out pretty early and maybe even start from this end. So start from the campground end and go back the other way, because it's definitely heaps shaded the first part that we did. It's a pretty cool view. That's looking down to the campground down there.
You can see where the river runs.
Yeah, you can definitely see where the river runs. You can see the nice green trees running through there.
It loops around up there,
Yeah.
making its way down.
Here we are, back down at the main plunge pool at the Edith Falls. We've made it all the way around the track. It wasn't a hard track. It was pretty good really. And it's a nice reward at the end because you get this beautiful little pool at the bottom. Nice little bridge to walk across. And here's the main waterfall. Look at this. It's pretty good. Got a creek over this side. Maybe there's some barramundi in there, honey.
Still wouldn't be able to catch it.
To see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be
Just kidding.
in the great outdoors.
So that's just Nana and Poppy
Anna's still blabbing on.
having
trying to
a
record
go at the
at the boys.
our kids for running. Poppy's having a go because he can't walk. Anyway,
Anyway, so now it's your butt mark that we get to look at. Keep the viewers happy.